coming and hanging out with us. I hope you'll grab your favorite media supplies as well and play along with us. So today we are streaming out to my channel, and I think we are streaming to Jay's channel as well, and as well to the Crafty Fun with Friends Facebook group. So wherever you are joining from, hello and welcome. I should be able to see all of your comments here in StreamYard, which is the platform that I use to stream. And yes, happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome. Okay, so without further ado, let's have each of my guests introduce themselves and let folks know who you are, where you're joining from, and what your plan is for today, if you have one. I guess the first question is, do you have a plan, and what is it? So let's start off with Angela. Welcome, my friend. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Angela Brennan, and I'm based in Scotland in the United Kingdom. And today I'm going to be doing something called trash polka. I learned it from JC Gasper, and it's a type of tattooing that they use shades of grays, blacks, and reds. And I don't do mixed media very often, but I'm going to give this a go. And I'm going to be using some stamps, some watercoloring, and doing some stenciling. That's kind of what I do. I do a lot of um, Spellbinder skits, but this is kind of different from what I normally do. And I hope you enjoy watching me do this.
What was that called again? The technique?
Trash. Well, it's mixed media, but it's the based on trash polka tattoo. So it's actual tattoos which people put on their body. So it's just shades of grays, a little bit of white, and lots of reds, grays and reds, various hues of those colors. So I'm going to kind of mimic that using these kind of colors, and also use it on craft cards so it looks like skin color. My interpretation of it, but yeah. So I don't know. It might turn out, it might not.
Interesting.
And I'm going to be
Okay.
using the a poppy garden stem from Altenew as the flowers for it.
Trash polka tattooing. Okay, folks in the chat, have you ever heard of this? Let us know. Well, welcome, Angela. Thanks for joining today. I have Streamlabs helping out with links. So, folks in the live chat, when you see Angela's link pop up, please do check out her channel and watch some of her videos. If you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button for her if you like what you see. Okay, next up, Meg. Can you Ooh, that looks interesting. Hi, my friend. Can you introduce yourself and
Hi.
let everybody know where you're joining from, where they can find you on all of the socials? Do you have a plan for today, and what will you be using?
Hi, I'm Meg. I am Meg.2241 over on Instagram and getting going in YouTube at Meg Brighter at Gemini Design. So today I do not really have a plan. I have some ephemera, some papers, some flat box over there waiting to be sprayed. I have this cool little empty book, totally empty book that I have
Ooh.
just while you were pre-gaming. I said, "Oh well, can I pre-game?" So all I did was sprayed a couple of pages in the book just so that they weren't white. And so I will start on these pages
Oh,
and
neat.
do whatever I want on them.
Oh,
It's just
cool. So
a little bit
is
of
that
a,
gonna be your art journal?
yeah. So this will turn into my art journal, and it's just an empty book,
That's
nothing in
great.
there.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, I thought maybe it was an embossing folder for some reason, but it's a book
Oh,
cover.
it's a book cover.
How pretty, because I would love those clocks as a something, like an embossing
I
folder or
adore
something.
clocks.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
I have a whole bunch of clock things.
artistry and
Wow,
card
that's
says,
cool.
nice. I love that you're going to craft in your book. What a great way to keep that for future. Yeah. Awesome. Hey guys, welcome, my friend. All right. So Meg is Meg does have a YouTube channel. I think though Streamlabs is going to point you to her Instagram page, which is where she shares most at the moment. Although we are getting her to do more videos, so
Yeah,
so
hopefully.
stay tuned. And soon we'll be promoting Meg's YouTube channel, so you can pop on over there and watch videos from her as well. And last but certainly not least, Jay, welcome, my friend. Let folks know where you're coming from, and welcome to all of your guests who are watching from your channel as well. Looks like you've done some pre-gaming too. I see some stuff
I
started there,
did.
so
Yeah. I think we had the same idea, which was like, I always figure I never know how long sprays are going to take to dry because it seems like the mica ones always take longer than I think. These are actually distressed ones. I'll chat about what they are later, but and this actually came in some happy mail, so I don't know where this guy's from, but I thought we could just sort of do something because I had these leftover florals from our black and white competition thing over. Whose channel was that on? I guess that was on Dawn's channel. So I just sort of used them as negatives and then like did one page in this so far, but we'll see. I have lots of other products, so we'll see where it all goes. But I guess I forgot to answer your first question, which is you can find me on YouTube at Craft by Jay and the same on Instagram. And I usually go live 6 p.m. Sundays Central, so that's usually the easiest place to find me. But I sometimes pop up. I'm also been playing around with trying to set up verticals, so we may mess with that on Sunday as well.
Fun. Okay, very awesome. So I see a question here from Artistry and Cards. She says the clocks remind me of Wicked. I am so excited to see what everyone creates. Is there a sign up if we want to craft with you? So everybody is welcome to craft along and share your makes with us as well. Before we close out the stream, what I'll try to do is if you join my Facebook group, there's a link to it in my chat. Jay, if you can copy that over to your chat, that would be wonderful. And if it didn't make it out there, I don't know. Sometimes, when we multicast like this, it's not all seamless. But do join that group. And before we close out the stream, if you shared anything, I'll bring it up on camera so that we can all see what you've made. And if you are a live streamer yourself and you would like to join on camera, then find me on Facebook and I would love to have you join on camera with me one of these days. So lots of ways to play along, and and I love all of your questions, so keep them coming. Okay, so all right, let's get everybody kind of on equal staging here. Folks, on camera, if you do something that you'd like to be on the big screen for, just holler, okay? Just let me know. And I'll put you on the big screen. Ooh, Meg. Whoa, Meg. I need to see what that is. Wait, where did it go?
In my lap, sorry. I'm ripping
You're
cherry.
ripping it up. You're ripping it up.
Tearing it.
But
Oh, that's so pretty.
I know. I caught like just the slightest glimpse, and then all of a sudden, Meg took it and ripped it apart.
Don't you like the Rip Torn look? I love Rip Torn.
I do. There's a Meg, what do you know the rule? Like, what happens when you tear towards you versus tear away? There's something to do with
towards you, you're going to leave a white border, and away from you, you're going to have no border. So I'm tearing toward me. There's going to be a white border on this side, and I'll decide which side I like better when I'm done. But I like to tear all in one direction first.
Interesting.
So it depends on if you have a white core paper, of course, because this is a white core paper, so it's leaving the core showing. But when you tear away from you, you're leaving no core.
Interesting. Okay.
So the core will be.
I
on
knew
that
there was
side
some kind of trick. Like people don't do it all completely willy-nilly. Some of these things look like they're just being done willy-nilly, but I know secretly you all have a plan.
Well, I
Or at
wouldn't go
least
so far as to say a plan, but a method. Okay,
a method, a technique. There's
a
some
technique.
there's something behind the madness of it all. Welcome,
Yeah.
Pam. So can you tell us before where's that from? That panel?
Me?
Yeah.
This
Did you
paper?
paint? Yeah.
I did not paint the paper. It is from Reminisce and is called Under the
Oh,
Stars.
I just
Oh.
bought
Yep.
from them for the first time, so I'm curious about the paper.
Oh, wait, so that's like a 12 by
It's a
12?
brand.
Yep. Yep. It's a piece of 12 by 12.
Oh, I haven't
I
heard of
use
this
it for
brand.
I used it for a different project the other day, and I had leftover, so I said, "Oh, use what's on your desk, Meg."
Yes. Well, that's part of the fun, right? Of art journaling is to it's a great way to use up your scraps too. Although that's a big piece. I wouldn't class that as a scrap.
Well, because I
How
used it
much
on something else, it is a scrap.
I mean, how little did you use if that's the scrap you had left over? Because that's a large scrap.
I used a 4-inch piece, I think. Do I know where my ruler is at the moment? No. Here it is.
Ruler. Nobody needs a ruler.
Ruler. So what I have left here is a 7-inch wide by
It
10-inch
looks
long
it
piece.
looks so big on camera.
It's kind of filling up my camera space, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks so big. It looks like it's 8 by 10. For folks
So,
on my channel, here's Jay's a link to Jay's channel. I think I have a typo, so I'm gonna fix that before it pops up a second time. I've got an extra V. So he is Craft by Jay here on YouTube, and don't click that link because that's probably not going to take you to his channel. But the next time Streamlabs pops Jay's link up, it'll be corrected for you. And be on the lookout for Meg's Instagram page and Angela's YouTube channel as well. So beautiful, Meg. I'll let you continue with that. And okay, Angela, I'm really excited to see this trash polka tattooing. Kind of a
I'm
mouthful.
just
It's hard to say.
stamping the images now, and then I'm going to be coloring them with red and black and gray, just really quickly. And then it's the backgrounds that really going to take some time to show that whole trash polka thing. But to me, just the color really, using the colors. In a way, it's easy because you don't really have to think of the colors too much because that's the color and you just go with it. Sometimes when you make a card, thinking of the color sometimes takes a long time for me anyway. So yeah, that aspect makes it easier. So I'm just
But
stamping the images in
so
black, and
did you say that people actually this is like an actual like look for like real
yeah,
tattoos?
Google trash polka tattoo, and it's big. People have it. They go to tattoo parlors to get this tattooed onto themselves. Now, I don't have a tattoo because needles just scare the heck out of me. So,
I was about to say, is that where you know this from? So then, does that mean you're adapting this to our paper crafting world, or have people
yeah,
done
I mean,
done
no, I'm not
this?
doing it for the first. I saw someone else do it, and I'm quite intrigued. So I'm not creating or starting this trend. It's just something that I've seen.
Oh well, you're starting the trend amongst us because I have never
Well,
heard
there
of
you go.
this.
me either,
So,
yeah. This will be fun.
Susan says, "Oh, I love the butterfly sentiment." Meg, is it wood or chipboard? Oh, let's see what's going
Chipboard.
on. Oh, you've got good eyes, Susan. I didn't spot that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Guess, can you carry on crafting? I think I'm gonna have to dry my panels, so I'm gonna have my heat gun on. So I'm muting myself if somebody can take over the conversation. Thanks.
Well, right now I am just edging my night sky with a little bit of gold um, metallic gilding polish is what it's called. And that is Golden Glow Opal
Oh,
Polish from somebody.
there's like a gilding wax that's like that
Cosmic
too,
Shimmer.
right?
Yeah. So it comes
There's
with a
some.
little applicator so you don't get all gooky, and you're just supposed to put a little bit on the end of that and do whatever you want with it. And here I'm just glimmering the edges. What are you doing, Jay?
I don't know. I'm messing around with flowers, and we'll see where it takes me. But I'm kind of in a spring mood because I don't know. I probably did this for you too, Meg. But we got that sort of pretend spring where it was like 60 or 70 degrees, and now I'm kind
Mm-hmm.
of like I just want to do like spring stuff. And so I've been like on. Oh, and I'm thinking that like once this is more or less together, how does this lay out? This is like that. Anyway, once it's more or less together, I have a newish where are we citing? Oh, there he is. I have a newish bunny die set I thought would be fun. I picked up this one recently, but I'm thinking like you could have like a bunny down here and then all these flowers sort of floating around.
Oh, I love the glasses on those.
Well, the cool
So
thing is
cute.
like if you use there's like a coordinating stamp where if you use the thick glasses, let me bring this
Mm-hmm.
closer so you can see what like you can actually stamp a sentiment around them. So if you did like the glasses in like
No. Really?
like a color, yeah, they look like it's their mini circle whatevers. But if you look, they're like exactly the same size as the glasses.
Wow. That's
So we'll see if I can
amazing.
do that competently, maybe, because I'm thinking, it'd be fun to have a little sentiment of some sort floating around.
Yeah. Why not? She
But
said
I
art
don't know.
journaling. So
Yeah, I don't think it's an original sentiment, but someone recently I saw was saying like the fun part about the art journal is it's like for you, so it doesn't necessarily have to like make sense or be a particular thing or
right.
or like our cards. I feel like we always kind of want to have them look at least semi-normal. Although I could skip the bunny here and just have like the cat in the corner. I do kind of like that.
You are a
Then I
cat
could do another.
man.
I
You're gonna
do
put the
like
cat in the
Cat
them.
man
corner?
do.
Hmm?
You're gonna
Put
put your
baby in the
cat
corner.
Yeah, Meg got
Yeah.
me. Meg got the reverence.
But we could do something like with the sentiment on here too. I kind of want to play with some more. So like this bunny paper I picked up has a bunch of like scene pieces that I'm never going to use on an actual card. So I kind of want to maybe play with that too. Because it's like I always get these like it's my own problem with 6x6 paper, but it's like you get these big pretty scene things that you never ever use because like they're really more like mini albumy. Ooh, Easter cards. Oh, you have an Easter
Let's
die. That
see
doesn't
what
make sense.
Diamara is cooking. Cooking with beans and white rice. Yum. Already got some dinner plans going. Okay, so let's see. What am I doing, folks? Got quite an assortment of things in front of me. So I've got an embossing folder. I think I am. So I had mentioned in my pregame show that I am. My loose theme is bees and flowers. So I made these panels just to have some color to work with. And I think what I'm going to do is this embossing folder has some bees and honeycomb going on. And maybe what I'll do is maybe I'll ink it and then emboss. So that's my plan. Ooh, Angela, that's pretty.
It's the kind of watercoloring that I can do, which is not precise. I'm not very good at watercoloring, so not precise watercoloring is my thing. So
Well, it looks lovely, especially on craft like that. That's pretty cool. Let's see.
So that's the kind of look you get. I wish I had a picture of the. I don't know how to project a picture, but do Google it and check it out. So it kind of looks similar concept, if you like.
Oh, cool.
And I like these watercolor markers. It's just less messy. So you don't have to have too many brushes.
Are those the Jane Davenport ones?
No, these are the Altenew watercolor brush markers.
Oh, okay.
Love that on that craft. Phew, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watercolored on craft. That is pretty cool.
You can't put too much water though. It's just craft paper. It's not watercolor paper. It's just craft cards. Just got to be really quick about it.
Okay, so ooh, Meg, what are you? Oh, you're gilding. Is that the gilding wax you were talking about?
Yes, and I'm gilding the chipboard as well. I thought it would look gorgeous against that dark sky.
Spread your wings and fly. Aw,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
Oh, that's cool.
And you just
So,
pounce it on from this applicator and it goes on nice and it dries pretty quickly.
very cool. Is that the cosmic? Is it cosmic
Yeah.
shimmer? I have that. It's been
Cosmic
ages since
Shimmer.
I've used it.
Yeah. And this is opal polish.
I hope mine is still good.
Well, if you had put that Vaseline on it, like I said the other time, this is like years old. It's still usable. So
Oh, cool. Hello, friend. The slow crafter says, where else can we watch 4 different people craft at once? It's multitasking at the highest degree for us.
right.
Yeah, the slow crafter, if you want to be on camera one of these days, let me know. I think that's the comment you're referring to. I'm not 100%. Hi, Beck and Sam. Welcome. See a lot of people doing Easter crafting, so that's really fun. Also, folks, I think somebody mentioned it earlier. In my group, Crafty Fun with Friends, we have a swap going on because March is National Paper Crafting Month, National Crafting Month. It's our month, folks. It's ours. It's all ours. So to celebrate, I've got an ATC artist trading card swap going on. So if you are already a part of Crafty Fun with Friends over on Facebook, I have it pinned to the top. So join us if you'd like. And I can talk a little bit more about it if you've never been part of a swap before. And if you are new, there should be a link to Crafty Fun with Friends, and if not, I'll try to find it again, and that way you can come join us and hang out with us. So I'll try to catch new members as they join the group, and don't see any yet, so I think we're good. Okay. All right, so I've got my little embossed panel here. Pretty subtle, but there's the bees. And then we need some flowers. So here's some flowers. I might do some just stamping just to get some extra little texture and whatnot. And this is from Not Too Shabby. It's actually this month's box of the month. Jay, you're doing tulips,
Ooh.
right?
I am somewhat tulip obsessed, yes.
Okay, these
I'm
are
not doing them today, but
Oh,
I
you're
really
not doing
like
them today.
tulips.
Okay. This looks dry enough now. Maybe I think I need to hit it with a little bit more heat. I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
Oh yeah, because this month's like something at Not Too Shabby is like tulip themed. Because I was browsing their paper and they have like a whole tulip like pad and collection and whatnot. What do I? Oh, this kind of that kind of bled through. That's too bad. Didn't bleed through onto here though.
Oh, yay. We have a Not Too Shabby fan. Yeah, Jamie's fantastic. Okay, so I am just going to, I might have to fussy cut, folks. Ugh.
Oh no!
I know.
Can she do it?
Because I don't have the dyes that go with this.
You can do it.
Oh, folks.
I mean, she can. She just doesn't want to.
Right.
Ooh. I could just collage all these things over the oopsies.
Yes, you
That's
can.
kind of a fun
That's the
idea.
beauty of mixed media. You make an oopsie, cover it up. Go
No
with the
rules.
flow.
Well, it's not really an oopsie. It was sort of a bleed through. But I'm thinking I could just like, oh, I have ink on my desk already. I can like do a little pink something and then collage these on top of it.
Ooh.
I have these tags too. I might do something with. I don't know.
Oh,
But since
fun.
this is right here, it seems. Wow. Since I have ink right here, it seems a shame not to like distress this a little bit. Except I'm out of this ink almost. I should really.
Are you already out of your? Didn't you just open some of your distressed inks? How is it?
I did, but I use them a lot. So
Really?
there we go.
You've become quite the super user.
Well, I don't know. I probably need to just get re-anchors for some of them, I'm guessing.
Well,
'Cause I
it's
think they sell
nice.
re-anchors.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Well, that's the other thing that's nice about art journaling, because kind of reminds us to bring out, our supplies and actually use them.
I know. I haven't used this stuff in so long.
Right? And I like what you said earlier, Jay, that this can be just like a bit of something for yourself and doesn't necessarily have to be with a purpose or
Yeah.
with a goal.
Well, I mean, it's like, who are you going to show your art journal to? Probably not many people. So
Everybody who's watching live now and on the replay.
I suppose.
It's just for
I always
us
feel like
and
they're.
all of you.
What you need to say if you're doing it for yourself, isn't it?
Sorry, what was that, Angela?
No, it's just I think what Jay means really is it's for him. The art journal is for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're teasing.
We're teasing because it's sort of like, well, we're doing this thing for ourselves, but we're doing it on the internet. So,
Doing
Yeah.
it live in front of all these viewers and the many more to come, hopefully.
Yay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to say all of the things. If you were watching, could you do us all the favor of hitting that like button wherever you were watching from? And do share this out if you find that you're enjoying yourself and you think others might enjoy as well. hit that share button, and liking and sharing, totally free things to do, and they help to let YouTube know that we're live right now, and it's still pretty early in the stream, so hopefully folks, it helps folks to actually find us, and maybe they can join and craft with us. And don't forget, if you happen to be crafting along, you don't have to be art journaling, just whatever you happen to be making, because I know a lot of folks just have us on while they craft. I saw a lot of folks are working on Easter cards, and so if you want to, just remind me, okay, folks, before the stream ends, to pop on over to Facebook, and that way I can bring up what you all are working on if you'd like to share it with all of us. That's kind of my favorite part of Crafty Fun with Friends, because then we get to see, you all get to see what we're doing, but I love having that opportunity of seeing what you all are doing too.
Yeah.
Artistry and Card says, LV Handcrafted, I totally want to sponsor one of these. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Tell me more. I'll connect
Tell
with
me
you
more,
over
tell me
on
more.
Facebook or Instagram. She says, I usually craft by myself, but this is amazing. You know, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you said that, because before I started sharing, I don't know how many other folks can relate to this, but before I started putting out YouTube videos, I just kind of crafted by myself also, because my friend circle in real life, coworkers and whatnot, family, they're not crafty people. And that's not a judgment. It's just I work in the tech industry. I work in the, or used to work in the video game industry, and so it's very different kind of people, right? And so I didn't really find a crafty tribe or community until I started sharing and found folks on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram, and that's where I met all of my lovely guests who are on screen with me, and all of you in the chat. And it's one of the things that I love about live streaming is I may not have people who are like here local to me, but I feel like I've found my crafty tribe in all of you. And
Yay.
yeah, and getting to spend, a Saturday afternoon hanging out with you all, be it virtually, is loads of fun. And so,
We love
uh,
hanging with you too, girl.
aw,
Thank you, Lynn. Thanks
thank
for having us.
you. Well, crafty fun with friends would not be what it is without the with friends. So thank you.
So true.
Oh my
Isn't it
gosh, best.
without other people, it's just hard to have it not be like, oh, cat chaos is ensuing. It's just hard
Chaos
to
is
have it not be like a
ensuing.
class, right? Well, they're chasing. It's spring, so I don't know if dogs do this too, but it's like my cats almost hibernate all winter, where they do nothing but like chill 20 hours a day, and then spring happens, and it's like, oh, they're running around after each other and causing chaos.
Aw, that's
Yeah, they
like
don't know
every
they're
day
old,
with
which is
them.
kind of cool.
Wait, how old are they?
They're 12, but they don't know they're 12. They think they're 6 months,
Aw.
so, I mean, it's better than the
Aw.
alternative, I guess, like maybe I'll just leave it like I kind of like that. Do I like it better with a third? No.
uh,
Hmm.
I
Maybe
don't
I do.
know what is happening in the chat. Okay, we have a troll, I think.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, let's block that person. Sorry, folks, if you saw that. They've been banned and removed, so apologies. I'm so sorry, folks, but that might happen, and just let me know, and I'll try to quickly ban those. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I agree, Hildy. Angela's fast at coloring too. Look at her go.
She is
Wow.
just zooming.
Yeah, she's flying.
She's spreading her wings and flying.
Oh yes. Oh, that's so pretty, Meg. Meg, do you have a new setup? Because your video and lighting looks phenomenal.
I have some new lights, so
Oh,
I'm hoping they're doing good, and I put them in different places than I had them before. And my camera is more forward, and my lights are more behind, and I think it's lighting it better.
yeah, it
It
looks
looks great.
gorgeous.
Thanks. I still get some shiny parts, but
Oh, that's so funny. LV, is it raining hard at your house? I can hear the drops bouncing on the skylights. That might be my dog and her zoomies. To Jay's
with
point,
toenails.
dogs do the run run around and do the crazies as well. So that might be because I don't think it's raining right now. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself again. This isn't quite dry, so feel like everybody is so much further along than I am.
I don't know. I
I'm
kind of
trying
cheated
out.
by doing all the backgrounds first, you know.
I'm trying out this new glue gun. Does anybody else have this?
Oh, is that the glue
I don't know.
press?
The glue press, yes.
I'm curious if you like it. I was watching Simon Hurley's review on it, and he's like, "Well, it really is the kind of tool that needs to live in its own special spot." And I was like, "Well, that won't work well with the amount of pet intervention that happens on my streams." So I stopped looking at it. But I've heard it's really
Well,
good if you have any. Hmm.
he was talking if you leave this uncapped and in here, it needs its own
Yeah.
special spot.
Oh,
But if you
okay.
put the lid back on it every time, and the lid has a pin in it, if you put the lid on it every time, you don't need that. So
Oh, that's good. I was like
it's got a
looking at
little
it, and I
pin
was like,
inside there.
yeah, the cat's gonna knock it over, and then I'm gonna have a dried out glue bottle and interesting things to deal with.
Right.
But I don't know. That's good
So,
to know.
and it is an easy squeeze trigger, and I'm still getting used to using it. But he said put it on its side, and he's right. It's much easier to aim if you can see where you're going. So
Well, that makes
definitely
sense.
use it from the side. I watched
Oh,
him, and that's why I bought it.
we've got quite a few people. So T has hers, but T, didn't you say yours like
She
like?
fixed it.
Oh,
She
she fixed
fixed
it.
it. Yeah.
Oh, how
She had
did
used
how did
something else
she
in
fix
it, and
it?
it got stuck. She had some glue from a different thing in there stuck, and she peeled it away, and at least that's what I think it is. She can correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh,
Oh,
so
cool.
you can only use the Nuvo glue?
No, you can use any
I
other
thought it came
glue.
with
So
like an empty vial you could use.
she didn't realize that it was in there, and it had hardened, and so that little jumpy pad that's in there that this sits on,
Mm-hmm.
so that the air doesn't get at it, was blocked. So she didn't realize that, and once she cleaned it out, she said she had no problem.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
okay. Well, cool.
I
Oh
could be
man,
wrong, but that's
folks.
what I remember.
I am fussy cutting with scissors recommended to me by T and Meg. Not
How you liking
sponsored.
them?
They are.
They're not as thin as you might want, but
I can't cut and talk.
Okay.
They're sharp. I like that. I feel like Spellbinders might still be my favorite fussy cutting scissors.
Okay.
I hope Sire's not here. Because
Why?
there's like
What
this
does he
gap.
like?
There's this gap in the middle. Sire would totally cut that. I'm not going to. He would be in there with his craft knife and great. Now that I've brought it up, I might have to. Dang it, Sire.
Now that I see it, I can't unsee it.
I know. Why did I say anything? Because now I see it. Sire, you're not even here, and yet you're influencing me. Oh, I'm not gonna do too many of these flowers, folks, because this this was a journey. For folks who don't know, I am not the best at fussy cutting.
I'm just surprised you don't have like a whole drawer of like pre-die cut flowers of some sort.
Me?
I always
No.
assumed you'd be one of those people who, like, you know, when you were bored, you just sort of like randomly start die cutting things.
I wish. You know what's funny is that anytime I craft with anything, I always try to like die cut extras to have extras, but then I usually use most everything. Like it's not as extra as I think. Hey guys, look, I did a pretty good job.
You
Yay.
go,
Are you-
girl.
Are you proud of me or what?
You are awesome. You're rocking it. Rocking that.
I'm
Fussy
proud of
cut.
that. That was literally just with my craft knife. Like
That's brilliant.
Sire, are you watching on replay? That was for you, friend. Artistry and cards. Now we know your name's Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Welcome.
Hi, Jessica.
Yeah, for the longest time though, my brother and Scan and Cut and I had a bit of a love-hate relationship, but now that it's more consistently doing its job, I'm finding I love it more than hating it. So
Well, that's good.
now I actually need a third flower, folks. You can't just have two. Gosh darn it. Okay, maybe I'll add a purple flower later. We are just having a play, so if we don't end up, finishing anything, I think that's going to be quite all right. So I've got this panel here of my bees that's been embossed. Which side do I want to use? I put all the color on the deboss side, which I kind of like more than the emboss side. Yeah. All right, I'm tearing.
Ooh, you go, girl.
Tearing with abandon.
Toward her away.
Meg, it looks like your page is done.
I'm adding little stars to it that I have cut out, just for little accents.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Toward
Different
you.
colors of them.
Yeah, I'm tearing towards me, which, as Meg has taught us, will reveal the white core. And then maybe I need some.
Unless you're left-handed. No.
Oh my gosh! Don't
Rude.
throw too many rules at me.
Or it's like
I've
the
got-
Spellbinder's paper and there's like no core. Well, it's a fully dyed core, you know.
Right.
Oh my gosh! How do I open this, folks? There's no like. Oh, it's sealed at the top.
That's a cool stamp.
Yeah, but I think it's actually it doesn't have the little sticker opening at the bottom.
Huh, that's unusual.
Yeah, I'm like, how do I open this? Clearly, I've never used it before. But it's just open at the top here. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna give my background some texture.
Nice.
Before I start adding stuff to it. Okay, what do I ink it with? Brenda says I would love a scan and cut one day. Yeah, it's a bit of an investment. Oh, Pam got one. I'm kind of afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. I don't like it when technology outsmarts me, and I know it's gonna happen. It's not as well. What I would say is definitely when you're using the mats, kind of
Tape.
stick to
The mats are awful.
Yeah, and they can be
Like
a
they lose
little
their
bit.
sticky very quickly.
Well, they
but-
lose their sticky, and if they do, don't try to like fix it with any of those hacks. Like I know for some people it's worked, like pixie spray, or some folks have used. I tried this. Eileen's tack it over and over.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
yeah.
glue that it'll dry, but it'll dry sticky. I just I wouldn't recommend it. Just do what Jay said. Just tape.
And like you don't need fancy tape. Like painter's tape works just fine.
Yeah. Because that's something that I think Cynthia recommended too when she was on. She just said, put a little bit of tape or a lot even, Hey, this stamp is cool. I'm just trying to find different areas. And
Okay.
What sprays are you? I hear spraying. What sprays are you using, Jay?
One I shouldn't have used, not in the spray box.
Oh
no. I'm just gonna clean it up before. Wow, I turned my Post-it tape purple. Go me. So this is it's only it's only here for so I know where the sides are if I'm like shooting a short, and I'm not doing that. So anyway, so this is one of the Tim Holtz. It looks like Wicked Poison, but isn't. And it's from one of his Halloween collections. It's one of the mica sprays. What is it called?
Oh yeah, it's called something different, but it is the same color.
Fortune Teller. It is almost the same color.
I had mentioned to somebody that he just put out his last color, and they're like, "What?
Oh yeah."
Like his very, very last one, or do you mean like the most recent one? I was like, supposedly the very last one.
Well, I don't know. I still think it's going to be like the last one in that line. And like, if they decide to really start some new line in 5 minutes, I'm not going to be too surprised. Hello, sir. We don't need your assistance.
Yeah, it seems like, isn't that kind of one of the things that he's most known for is the distress colors? So
yeah, I don't know. It's I'm kind of curious about that too.
There's got to be like a plan, I would guess.
Sure.
for something new. This has become my like waste sheet where I'm just sopping up everything extra, and watch me like this more than whatever it is I'm working on currently.
I know, those waste sheets are awesome, aren't they?
this has happened to me when I gel print, like you have that waste sheet that you just like, I don't want anything to go waste. Let's just stop it up over here. And then by the end you're like, oh, that looks pretty darn nice.
And
It
that
just goes
it, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, it just goes to show that sometimes, crafting like without intention, can be fun and lead to good things.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Meg?
And I say, and like when I did my splat box earlier, and I'm looking at the paper towel I had in the bottom of it. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous.
Right? Yeah, I think I have a couple paper towels that are becoming quite colorful with all. I've been really playing with the Lindy's gang quite a bit.
Yeah, that's fun stuff.
What are they?
Okay, so they're basically shimmer powders that are similar to Nuvo's shimmer powders, if you've ever played with the Nuvo variety. And it's a dry powder. It has mica in it for that shimmer, same as Nuvo. It is a dye-based powder ink here, and so when it activates with water, it will dye whatever, including your fingers. But it is water-based, so it'll clean up. Oh, I'm seeing bye Jessica. So bye Jessica. Sorry I missed you if you bounced. Oh, Jessica's heading off to take care of dinner. Thank you for finding us, and thanks for joining the Crafty Fun Facebook group. Hope to hang out with you more. And these are, so Lindy's has been putting them out for a while now, but what I have to play with here, these are in their Shaker 2.0 bottles. So instead of just like a glass jar, it's in these little bottles that have really like the shaker topping. So it's like a salt shaker,
Oh, neat. Oh, that's
I
really
like that too.
cool.
It's a little more control.
Yeah. And you get sort of a fine like spread of powder, whereas with Nuvo, it comes out of a single small spout. So you don't have like a lot dumping out it, but it still comes out in clumps as opposed to like a nice spread like this will. So I kind of like the form factor of that a lot. It's pretty cool. So I have it in a few different colors. I might pick up more. I think they have a second set. This was, I think, the first set that they came out that's in the Shaker 2.0 bottle, which I have to admit, I'm a sucker for form factor, so I really, really like it. Oh, wait, T, there will be more pastel colors. Are you saying Tim Holtz distress colors? What? Where? Or are you saying Lindy's gang colors? I need to know.
Inquiring minds.
Yeah. All right. So let's see where Angela's at. Hey, we missed some stuff. Hey, Angela, how did you do that polka dotty stuff? Is that a stencil?
I did with the stencils. I did the black with this, and then I just used a little sponge and just put some paint on with this stencil. And I'm going to do some Copic airbrushing after I get this, once I know where this is going to go. So I got into Copic airbrushing a little while ago, and I'm kind of into it now. So I'm going to show how I use that with this one. So I think it goes well with this, only because I saw a video on how they do some tattoo parlor people put spray in. I thought that was kind of cool to try and imitate that.
Okay, when you do the Copic airbrushing, you're gonna do that on camera?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I'll give you a shout.
Yeah, give me a shout so that we can watch as you do that. But I love, dang girl, you colored all of those up so fast. That's amazing.
Well, they're kind of
That's
untidy, so they're kind of. It's not precise. That's the kind of watercoloring I do. So it's loose watercoloring. So
yeah, but it's beautiful. I love it.
thank you.
The polka dot background, it kind of looks like it's sort of like a Rorschach test where it's you see what you see, but it almost looks like how like the dot matrix printers, it looks like it's a flower but like printed with just dots. Is that just me? Am I just seeing weird things?
No, it looks like it's like a
It's
four-petaled
cool.
flower, kind of.
Right? Okay, so it's not just me. All right. Or are you just being nice?
No, I can see a flower. I don't know if I would have picked up a flower if you didn't say there was a flower, but it's pretty neat.
Okay, I'm going to start my airbrushing now. So
Ooh.
what I'm going to do is I just take a Copic marker, and I always use the chisel side they call it, not the other side. And I just because you can do it, you can get a starter set.
Yeah, but is the airbrushing gun? Is it a gun? Is that
I
what we
have
call it?
this thing. It's electric. There is a starter system. So I got the starter system and I really liked it. So I decided to go with the electric one. So then I just can you see? I'm just going to show you. So I guess
That's so cool. Does anyone else have an airbrush gun, folks? Oh, Gaz has one. Gaz says I have an air spray gun that he puts his Tim Holtz re-inkers in. Oh.
Nice. I have that squeezy thing you put something in, but not a gun.
So does it have an air compressor, or is it like does it use like a can kind of thing?
It looked like it had I don't know. It looked like it had a big box that had a plug.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. Angela will have to tell us.
sorry.
Is it electronic?
Yeah, it's electric, but there is a starter system where you just get a can, and the can you can just use that with this bit here. So the can that comes like this is a different
Cool.
can. There's a can that comes where you get this bit and this bit. You don't need the electric bit, and you just go with that. But the thing is, because it's a can, it doesn't last as long. When I got into it, I thought I need to, I like to get my gadgets.
Yeah.
Angela does like her gadgets.
When I was in Singapore, this place where I buy my Copic stuff, and I saw this, and I absolutely had to have it. So the first thing I just checked asked the guy how much does it weigh, because when you're going to fly back, you need to see how much it weighs. And it's 4.8 kgs. So we had 25 or 30 kgs. So I said, yeah, absolutely, we'll get it. And then I broke the news to my husband, and he said, yeah, okay, we'll fit it in.
That's too funny.
Yeah. So.
How
Yeah,
cool, though.
Let me put some splashes in.
Oh, hey, Jay. Gaz says
Mhm.
that the one that he has has a handheld compressor, kind of like the one that Angela's using, but you can charge it with USB-C.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, interesting. T says I like the idea of using it with alcohol inks, much gentler blow. Aw. Well, so Hildy, she says, I don't have one. Do you use alcohol markers or water-based ones? Well, Angela's using alcohol, but Gaz says that he used his Tim Holtz, and those are water-based. So, kind of sounds like you can use anything. Oh, the Slow Crafter, do you have one too? She says hers is different. Oh man, folks. You guys have just introduced me to another gadget I might feel compelled to get now. That looked like a lot of fun.
It does look like fun.
Very cool. Thanks for showing us that. Let's see. Oh, Meg.
Yes.
What? I haven't been keeping an eye. What? Where did that circle come? Is that gel printed?
No, it's T showed us how to
Fine.
spray some coffee filters. So this is a coffee filter. So it's a cheap medium, and I sprayed it with shimmer sprays and Tim Holtz sprays, and I added some of the Altenew double-sided sticky to the back of it. And
Oh, cool.
just stuck it down. Quick and easy stick down. I like it.
Quick and easy. We
little-
do love quick and easy.
Right. It doesn't look like a coffee filter anymore, does it?
Not at all. I thought because I have a circular gel plate, so I thought for some reason maybe you got the same one somehow.
I do have a circular gel plate.
Oh, you
And
do?
That would have been cool, but yeah. But so this is the coffee filter that
Oh, that's so
another one that I
pretty.
sprayed. But you can use either side, the just ink side, or you can use the shimmer side. And I just used the Altenew double-sided sticky stuff. I love this. It's a nice big sheet, and as I say on here, buy this again.
I love your
That's
little
really-
notes to self. That's so awesome.
Because I really
Oh.
like it.
Hey folks, check out Gaz's channel. He said that he just used his air spray gun. You're totally fine for mentioning it. Please do. I'm all about everybody promoting themselves. Just not too heavily in the group, as unless you're sharing inspiration as well. So, let's see. The Slow Crafter says mine has no compressor. It just blows air by squeezing it. It's called the Tim Holtz marker spray. Oh, interesting. Man, you guys all have the coolest things. All right, I'm gonna bring out my Mod Podge here. How did you glue your stuff down, Meg? Did you Mod Podge it?
I did not. I actually just used Barely Art glue in the what's that gun called again, Jay?
The glue press?
Oh, the glue press.
The glue press. Yeah. I just got the glue press, and I'm from Sweet Petunia, and so far I think I'm liking it. It has a little learning curve for me, but liking it.
Well, I'm glad that because it's a little spendy, so I'm glad that you do like it for
Right.
what it
It'd be a
costs,
shame to buy it. Right.
Yeah.
To buy it and not like it.
Right.
That's
I was worried for T because she was not
Not happy.
she was not loving it to start, but now sounds like all problems have been resolved. And she's loving it now, so that's cool.
Oh, this would be really. Ooh.
Oh, Jay, what's going on? There's some
What are you
oohing.
oohing?
Oh, I just.
Yeah, there's some oohing
felt-
and ahhing.
Well, I felt this egg paper could use something, so I was just sort of like playing around with things. And I'm like, I like this think happy thoughts sentiment because it's huge.
Yeah.
And then I found this like almost metallic green, and I was like, that's gonna really look good against all this dark purple. So I think I'm gonna go with that. and then figure out if I want to do a shadow layer. I don't know. I probably should. We'll see.
Very cool.
But I will. I guess I should cut out of the middle so that I can, because if I cut it out of the middle, I could still use these borders. But I don't know. We'll see.
I love the circles you've got going on. It looks so fun.
Thanks. I just used the circle punch I had, but I've liked people using just circle stuff. I think I was inspired by that like bird thing T did a while ago, but like circles are just really graphic, so they're kind of fun for that too.
You have a very like a graffiti vibe going on. I feel.
Oh, maybe. It's something I really like. I don't know. I feel like all this spray stuff always kind of looks like that because this always like these tags look really graffiti-y, which like it kind of doesn't make. I don't know. Like I kind of loved it. I mean, these kind of look like you just like stuck up flyers over something, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not what you'd expect to do with the paper rose like nice bunnies, you know. To do like random graffiti paper, but it's pretty cool. I like it. And then I just got this page prepped and ready to go. I think this is the one I'm going to use the bunny on. Whether we get to it today or not, we'll see. But I'm also thinking I might like want to stamp something over this because you're right. I do kind of like this how layered everything looks. Oh, you could just use sprays on that too. Make it a little
You're really loving it. Yeah. Good. Play with your sprays. Lots of
they are fun.
So T says, Lynn, do a coffee filter with those Lindy's. Oh,
yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't literally do that because I don't own any coffee filters. I make myself an espresso every morning. So
they're very cheap.
I'll just use. Can't I just do like rice paper? Or is it different?
It doesn't have the same grab. Let's say.
Oh,
but yeah, you can do rice paper.
You know, like, not that it's weird, but I don't feel compelled to buy coffee filters just to art with.
Just for crafting? I did.
I know. I've done that. I
don't drink coffee.
That's what's funny is that I was like, I know you must have because you don't even drink coffee.
I don't drink that stuff.
But then you know the thing is that like so often I have bought stuff not for its intended purpose just to craft with, so
right.
There's no excuse not to.
I actually got mine at the resale shop. What is it called? One of the resale shops because they sell a lot of old stuff, and I knew I wasn't going to use the coffee filters to drink with, so
yeah. Well, it wouldn't be a waste of rice paper because I don't hardly use my rice paper, so it would actually be a good use of it, to be honest. Because otherwise, that's yet another thing that is sitting rather unused. Hey, Meg, have you crafted with? I think you got this one. Did you the washi from High Supply?
Yes. I should get that out. That'd be perfect.
I'm gonna play with some of this and see if I can add some more bee themed. I think on the right is going to be bees, and on the left. Okay, Lynn doesn't know her left and right. On the left is going to be bees, and on the right is going to be flowers. but I feel like I want to bring some of the bee stuff in over there too.
Well, that's convenient.
Let's see. Have you torn this? How easily does it tear?
Is that the
Ooh, it tears very easily.
sticky back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it tore pretty good. Where did I put mine? Now I have to find mine.
Oh, T has it. She says, I have not touched mine.
I used it once before, and now I'm going to use it again. Cool stuff.
Yay! Glad you're going to be pulling it out.
Too bad this doesn't say think happy thoughts. I guess I could like do a little letter surgery on it and just cut the little thingy off the A.
Yeah.
Letter surgery.
I did stamp surgery yesterday, Lynn.
Oh,
I know
my
you hate
goodness.
stamp surgery.
Yeah, glad you didn't tell me about that.
It was very simple. It was just cutting a sentence into 2 pieces.
So if I want to,
I don't disapprove of it. I just am not a stamp surgeon myself, is all. So, Meg, is your 2-page spread meant to be like one piece or like a, you know what I mean?
I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, I know what you mean by it. It can go with it, but I'm not too worried if it doesn't meld completely together. Oh, I bet I had those too.
Lynn, can I ask you a product question?
Sure.
Where were those Easter papers from you were playing with?
Oh, those were from Printable Cuttable Creatables.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Ooh, this looks cute together. That's a nice color combo.
they
Be a nightmare.
They might be free. I often find myself very attracted to their free stuff.
Okay. Yeah, no, I had looked at, I mean, I don't think it was free, but it was almost like, it was like, like $1,
Yeah.
or like $1.15 or something, which is, a lot cheaper
Yeah.
than many of the die sets I've bought recently.
Well, you know what's funny is it's so crazy. The price of digis is so radically different.
It is.
Because I feel like Printable Cuttable Creatables does really fabulous stuff, but it's so often either free because they put out free stuff like every week, or $1, like Jay said, or $2, like super affordable. So
I'm assuming they must do like bundles if that you like their whatever release and wanted to get all the things, or is it all ad hoc?
I've seen some collections, but most of it is very
I guess if it's $1, who cares too?
Right. It's a very like just pick up whatever, it's not they aren't like collections in the classical sense of collections.
I see. Well, that's kind of cool then.
Yeah. I mean, she does a lot of like individual printables and papers and stuff like that, which it's all very affordable, I feel. So
Yeah, free is pretty affordable.
oh my
Well,
god.
who else does it really? There's somebody else who has really cool. Oh, I guess I'm thinking about Greeting Farm, where they have a lot of like pretty neat collections if you're if you're a member of Team I Hate Masking Things, like I am. Or like if you can assemble it like digitally, it like you don't have to do any of that, and then you're like, well, all I need to do is like color it or watercolor it or whatnot.
Crazy. Linda says they just issued a lake effect snow warning for late tonight and all day tomorrow. But it's going to be 60s on Tuesday. Crazy. That's welcome to Cleveland, Ohio. That's pretty insane.
Yeah, we have weird weather too coming up, I think. But like near Uland, it was like super bizarre, wasn't it? Like it was kind of like very snowy recently, I thought.
For me? Or who?
Well, like for the West Coast, I thought there were like a bajillion snowstorms.
Yeah, we had a bit of snow, which was weird, especially for my area. I mean, Seattle area is not really known for the snow that we get. So so that was crazy. And snow in March too is like virtually unheard of, I think.
Huh.
So yeah, it was weather, man, it's so weird these days.
Well, we have the kind of the opposite. I mean, Meg's probably the same as me, where it's like March is supposed to be a winter month, and then like April is when all the things bloom. But this year it's like March feels like May, so I'm not complaining about that. Like less winter is good.
Everything's blooming out there already.
Oh yeah. So did you have much of a winter at all then?
No.
We had like 10 or 15. There was like a cold snap that was like the kind of, I mean, we usually get cold snaps, so it wasn't anything like super unusual. It was just sort of like, it got down to like negative something for a few days. Well, I'm kind of liking this. I am liking it a lot. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by paper again. Let me stop playing with that to answer your question. So like there was one, and I think it was, when was it? It was in January because my parents were going down to Florida, and like it was weird in that like they went down to Florida and then we had fake spring. So it was like, there was like a 10-degree difference between like Wisconsin and Florida, and I think they weren't very happy about that.
They're like, why did we go to Florida when we could have stayed and had perfectly fine weather? That's hilarious. Do they go to Florida every winter?
Yeah, my grandparents had a place down there, and then they passed on, and then my mom's family has sort of kept it up over the years, just because a lot of people have, really fond memories, but also like, we all live in Wisconsin, and like Wisconsin in January, February, or March is usually a place that you'd prefer not to live.
Are both of your parents retired, Jay?
Yeah, they retired about 10 years before moving out here. My dad retired really early because of some corporate downsizing that was happening at the time, where it was kind of most advantageous to just sort of be done. And then my mom retired when they moved out here. But I mean, there was also like my dad's family was sort of going through, I don't know, end of life things with his mom's generation. So like, it wasn't like he didn't retire to like have fun. He retired to like help deal with medical stuff. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Not fun, but I mean, it's great there was someone around to do it. You think about like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I am liking polka dots today. That's for sure. But yeah, it was fun. It wasn't fun, but that part wasn't fun. But I mean, they've been retired ever since. And then I don't know. It's kind of weird because like think my dad retired at 52, which is like less than 10 years older than I am now. And it's kind of like, I can't really get my head around retiring then, you know?
Yeah. Well, good for him, that he
Yeah.
retired young. And I mean, I know the circumstances might not have been ideal, but kind of,
I
I'd
don't
love
know.
to
I think it
retire
worked out.
early. Yeah, sounds like it.
I think as long as you have something to retire to, it's makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's hard when maybe you feel like you don't have something to do, with your time. I think that can be
Yeah.
a little tough. So, okay, so let's see. I think my
Oh, the
flowers.
flowers are cool. Oh, those are the ones you fussy cut. That's really neat on
Yeah,
that background. It looks very
thanks.
spring with with those particular greens. It looks really spring because it's like like daffodil green, like leaf green, not like summer green.
Where are you seeing green on my stuff?
Yeah, is that night green?
It kind of is. It's actually yellow washi that's on my blue
Oh,
background.
okay,
Because
okay.
because it's translucent, it does
Oh,
look green. I was like, wait, I haven't used any green, and then I looked down and I
because it's
realized, oh,
translucent, you're basically like color mixing. That's pretty cool.
yeah,
That's a neat
I-
accidental
yeah,
thing.
that was not intentional, but cool effect. um,
What colors do
oh, that's
rabbits come in? They're their brown ones, right? Because it like we have a
Yep.
little cottontail ones, so they're kind of brown.
Yes, they were brown ones.
yeah. T, tell us.
Why?
T says that it's retiring is pretty weird at first. She retired in August, kind of went through depression. I think my dad did too. When he first retired. And I think it's hard because with my dad, anyways, I think he had more in him in terms of work stuff, and but it was like kind of like what you said, Jay, sort of downsizing, and so didn't really have a choice. He kind of had to retire because his job was not one that they were starting to get. Both he and my mom work in civil engineering, and they were like drafts people, I guess. And they just don't have that role anymore because they have what my mom calls baby engineers, like fresh out of college. do those responsibilities, because the thing is that like the drafts people would set up the files and stuff like that for the blueprints and for the for where the actual engineers to go in and do their designs and whatnot. And it was like very specialized and stuff, but then with software coming out to make all of that easier, they started to just transition that to the baby engineers. So when they first join, the company, that would be sort of their responsibility. So they started to like let go of all these drafts people. And like my dad and my mom were really good at their jobs, and so they're my dad was kind of the last man standing, so to speak, but eventually they eliminated the role altogether at his company. And my
Oh.
mom has been at it for like, where's my thing? My mom's been doing it for like 30 years now, and her company loves her. She's the only person who has that job role anymore, and that's just because they really love her. And they're like, when you're ready to retire, that's when we'll let you go, but we're not letting you go before that.
Aw, that's
Yeah,
sweet.
so she's
That's good.
got pretty good job security, because she's so well loved and she's like very like
That's hard to find
precise.
anymore.
Well, the thing is that they do a lot of stuff for the Department of Transportation for the state, and often they have to like submit the designs and submit things in phases and whatnot. And one of the early things that you have to do is kind of set up the project plan and submit it for approval by the DOT. And there was like one job that they took or project, and she was traveling or something. She wasn't available to set it up. And whoever did it in her place, I guess, wasn't up to standard. And the Department of Transportation, which is, the statewide federal organization, right? They were like, they asked for my mom specifically. They're like, what? Is she not
Aw. available?
What's
We need her.
They're like, what is this? Is she not available to do this? Can we get her on this project? So they requested her, and when she got back, she had to fix everything. And like they made her have to drive up to Maryland from Virginia, which she doesn't drive, so that meant they had to somebody at the company had to drive her. It was so funny. Yeah, so that's
Great,
how
though. That's job security.
I know. I mean, that's how loved my mom was at that company. Yeah, but it can be hard. I think for her, retirement will be hard because it's it helps to keep her active and her mind busy. So she's still working. She's still at that company, but I don't think she's gonna retire until she has a plan for her time, because I think it's gonna be tough. So T says the hard part was that for the most part I did commiserate, but clearly not allowed to professionally. Oh, interesting. Oh. So T says, I was the person who you spoke to at Verizon when you asked for a supervisor. Yeah, that does not sound like a fun job.
It does not.
That sounds rough. Yeah, T says it's surprising how mean people can be over the phone. Yeah. Sorry, T. I would think that retiring from that job would be a relief.
Yeah. But I bet going from go to nothing is hard.
Oh, that's true.
I think that would just be weird.
Yeah, T says it's just the whole shift of having no structure to. Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's okay, so I don't know. What else do I want to add to this? I feel like I need to work on the side with bees. I don't have a lot going on that side. Let's get the word happy. Happy. I love how different all of our projects are looking. So fun.
Uh-oh.
I hear an uh-oh. Everything okay?
I lost my mic, I think.
Oh.
I think it's back. I think it's back.
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Yep.
And I can hear you, so good. Little Asian lady yelled disconnected in my ear. Disconnected.
How do you know she's Asian?
She sounded Asian.
Are you sure that wasn't me?
Did you tell me I was disconnected?
I was like, I'm an Asian lady.
See, that's how I know what they sound like.
I don't know. Do I sound Asian though? Because
A
I
little,
was
yeah.
because I was born here in the US but born and raised in Virginia, so I know my southern twang comes out.
I don't think I've ever heard a southern twang in you.
Really? Okay, because sometimes it comes out and people are like,
Where'd that
yeah.
come from?
Yeah, exactly. You're like, whoa. I didn't realize you were from the South. Like, oh, I am.
Ooh, this would work.
Hi, Lala.
Hey, Lala.
I think Lala was having keyboard issues. That's what it sounded like. Not sure.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
I love how sometimes we're all like very quietly contemplating what we're doing or just talking to ourselves. Like, that looks good. But it's it's exactly like Jay said earlier. This is a bit of crafting just for you, just for the sake of crafting. So
Are all the three of you
Look
doing
better.
art journals?
Well, that'll look cute.
I
guess sort of.
I'll answer. Hey, where did my art journal go from my pregame, folks? I have one that I showed during. Oh, here it is. It's not very. It's a disc bound system, and I started this at least a year, maybe 2 years ago, and so just a couple different spreads, not a lot. I haven't actually picked this up in quite some time. And so what I thought I would do is add a couple of pages. So I've got those. I just have this watercolor panel that I guess was left over from something. That's the nice thing about my disc bound is that I can just add to it as needed. And I don't ever have to feel like it's either done or not done. You know what I mean? Because like I feel like if I was working in an actual bound journal, it would not feel complete until all the pages were filled. And with a disc bound that I can add along the way, I can decide when it's done and if it's done. So, I might need to fill in some of these blank pages here, but it's nice to be able to just kind of add to it, take away from it if I wanted, which I don't see myself taking anything out of it. But it's not, I guess it's a sort of art journal. I know Meg is working in an actual book, and Jay is too, I think.
Yeah. Well, this is confusing. Oh, that piece doesn't exist. That's why
He
it's
says
confusing.
Lynn sounds totally Pacific Northwest. Well, I have lived here I spent all of my formative years though on the East Coast. So born and raised in Virginia. I didn't move out to West Coast until early 20s, and so it's been nearly 20 years now. Nobody do the math on that. And so I don't know that I'm sure I have picked up a little bit of the Pacific Northwest in my vernacular. So dang, look at Meg go. She's on another spread now. I love it.
sometimes things go fast, sometimes not.
Well, and that's, I think, the fun of journaling like we are, because you can start a page and work on it until you're done, or start a page and then come back to it later whenever you want. You can be done whenever you want.
Agreed. I agree totally with that, and I like the freedom of it, because does it matter what I put on it? I don't think it does.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like it's because it's not for somebody else or for,
It's not for something specific either, so
right. So, like, if you're looking at it even, weeks later and you're like, oh, I actually think XYZ would look really nice on this.
right.
I think, it's a living project. It's kind of how I look at it.
Ooh, good way to
So,
look at it.
well, I wish I did this more, to be honest. Like, that journal I just showed, that's like the last thing I made for that was I mean, I could probably tell you exactly because
Gorgeous.
it was when these flowers released. So, wherever that's from, because this was a design team project. So, wherever these flowers are from, if anyone knows, I think it's Spellbinders. I think it's a Susan Tierney. If I knew what kind of flower that was, I could maybe look up what the actual release was. But that's how long ago it was that I've worked on that journal. Okay, so I've got happy.
I feel like it's always tough to take time to work on like projects that are just for you when you're like, well, I could be working on cards for other folks that I could like send out and use.
Yeah, so thanks, Lynn, for making us do this.
I wouldn't characterize it as making you do it. Because can somebody disclose whose idea it was, this theme?
Actually, it was Jay's.
That's right.
Was it?
Yeah.
So I didn't make no one do anything.
All right, I take that back. Thank you, Jay, for making us do this.
Although, hey, I should take credit because this
You
is a
should.
fabulous idea. Yeah. I don't want people leaving the stream thinking I make you all do my bidding.
She's forcing us. Can you tell we're in chains here?
I know. Like...
What a power to have, though, Lynn. What a power to have.
Yeah, folks, I don't yield such powers. To say. People are like,
don't let her fool ya.
I know people watching are probably like, is that how it goes on Lynn's streams?
You sign on for life and with blood.
Yeah,
just kidding, folks. Just kidding. Disclaimer there.
Folks, if anyone's still interested in joining my stream.
Like Hotel California, you can't leave.
Yes.
Oh
you
gosh,
can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave.
You guys are scary people. Okay, I've got the word happy, and I'm gonna cut up this. Oh, I've got your and my thoughts. I'm gonna steal thoughts and have happy thoughts.
Okay, that definitely
You need
doesn't work
some happy thoughts
there.
after all that grim talk, huh?
Instigated by you, Meg.
I am sweet and innocent. What are you talking about?
um, you're sweet. I don't know about innocent.
Can you say that more plainly, Lynn?
um, I've got. Hey, Meg, what do you? Let's see. I have these. Pascal markers are basically the same as. They're basically acrylic markers, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to use them on
They're
here because
great for journals. Yeah.
I've never used them before. So is the idea just that because they're acrylic, they can go over basically anything? And then
Yeah, and it's
Um.
a lot less mess than like getting out a palette and brushes and all that, right? Because you can just go and do like a little something. Wow, I'm really off camera. Wow, I'm really blown out too. That darn cat.
no, your lighting looks fine, Jay.
Oh, okay. It looks really. Let's see if we can. There we go. Now you can see what color the rabbit is not in fact white. There we go. That's better. This is coming together kind of cute though.
Oh, that's
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do
adorable.
with him. I'm not sure what we'll do with him. I kind of want to color his eyes black though, because like the gray was kind of a bad idea for that, I think, but that's okay. I may just leave him and we'll
Not a
see.
bad
We can always
idea.
do that. Yeah. Well, I'm just
Uh,
thinking like going over it with some glaze pen wouldn't be bad. I mean, it's
um,
probably fine.
so question from the Slow Crafter: does anyone have the new Altenew acrylic markers yet? I'm wondering if Angela has them because she's in
No, I
Altenew.
don't.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
The colors on here. Okay, so I'm fine with this because I love blue, but look at how much blue, like the blue range here.
Wow. It's over half the markers.
Yeah, right?
I don't
And
know.
then there's this is silver grays and there's a black. There's like no pinks or reds. I have one marker in pink.
Wow, that's weird.
Hardly any orange either, or reds,
Yeah. Hardly
Is that a new thing? Is that a new thing?
To me, this is ArtX brand. It's just less expensive than
All right. Okay.
Pasco, which is Faber-Castell, right? Is that right? No. Is Pasco the brand?
I believe so. Mine's in
Yeah.
kanji,
says-
so I don't know what it says.
T says one red marker. How rude.
I've got a Posca here. It's uni. I don't think doesn't say.
Oh, it's
Faber-Castell.
uni. Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay, so now, Meg, what do I do with it?
Well, you shake it
Okay. I have to shake it. Oh.
and press it. Well, I don't see it. Show me the tip again.
You have to get the paint flowing somehow, basically.
Yeah. So you shake it and then press it into a blank paper, so that you can get it running.
I have a brush tip end, and
Oh.
then there's a fine tip end.
Oh, so it's just a marker. So just go to town. Just color with it.
Just color with it. Okay. Should I do like
Just
black
draw
marks?
with it.
I don't know what I'm doing, folks.
Yeah, do some dotting or do some. Yeah.
Do you think I should use black or white?
Use both.
Oh.
They look good together.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I'm scared. God dang, I'm a little nervous.
Probably splatter with it. I know you can with poster markers, but
Do what with it?
splatter, hit it against like a pokey tool or something, and make splatter marks.
Oh. Ooh,
You
okay.
can with
So
poster. I don't know about with those.
T says white and Lori says blue. Let me see. Hold on.
White would look beautiful with it.
Let me see if I can add black splatter. Hold on. I don't want black on my flowers though. Let's just test this a little.
Yeah,
No, it's
we don't
not.
know if
It's
that
not
one won't work.
going. Yeah, it's not
It's not the
going.
same kind of marker, but it is a marker.
Okay. Good to know. This is why we experiment.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what white looks like. Yeah. Okay. Let's do what do we do? I can hardly see the white might be too subtle. Black's gonna scare me though.
Use your fine tip and start with fine dots.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Ooh, dots are fun.
Do a squiggle line around one of the edges. Up and down one of the edges. Yeah, be fun with
Like
it. Have
like
fun.
zigzag?
Sure. Or hash marks or something that'll make it like a frame around it, so it'll frame it.
I don't think this is working on. Is it meant to be permanent?
If it's
Think
acrylic,
so.
yeah.
I don't think it's working on washi.
That's
Oh,
weird.
because washi is waxy.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I was able to wipe it off the washi. So, whoops. We're learning. We're learning as we go. Boop, boop, boop. I want to do swirly gig stuff.
Do swirly gigs. What's a swirly gig?
Ooh, more tearing.
Me? Yeah. I like to tear up this town.
Oh, let's put Angela on the big screen.
I'm pretty much
Look
done
at-
with both. I'm pretty much done with both my cards actually. Just finishing off the.
That makes
Beautiful.
sense.
Oh, beautiful. Loving that, Angela.
Ooh, I love all the
Thank you.
craft.
So just put the.
Oh, that's cool that you made cards.
Yeah, that's my thing. No, I did start off scrapbooking, and I used to do 12 by 12 or 6 by 8 scrapbooking, and I haven't done that in ages. Maybe it's something I should do again one day, but just not got around to it.
Yeah, lots of love for your cards, Angela.
Thank you, guys. I
Here,
get
what
to use
idea
so
if I
many of
was-
my gadgets today. You know, I love getting stuff, just don't get a chance to use it. So
Right.
I just realized that one more here to put it in, put it, use it. Well, for another day.
That's gorgeous. Love. Love it. And how fun that you brought out your like a bunch of stuff too. Like your airbrushing and all of that. The airbrush looks like a lot of fun. I
It
definitely
is
want to.
actually. When I first got it, my sons were going for it, but I think they got a bit carried away. So I've kind of said you can only do it with supervision because alcohol markers can stick everywhere.
Oh,
You know what
overspray.
teenage boys are like? They get a bit too excited about these things. Bigger the mess, the better.
Oh yeah.
How old are your sons that they're crafting with you?
While I have time, I just show everyone this thing I made. I made this ages ago to store all of my old to new brush markers. I essentially took the boxes that they came in and converted it into like a storage thing because they needed to be stored vertically and I didn't have anything.
Ah.
And all the stuff I saw was all the fun storage stuff's all in the US and they don't deliver anywhere. So I made this thing where I used the boxes and I did the what do you call this? The swatches here. Because I couldn't see what they were, I actually punched holes in the swatches and put it at the top. So I've got everything
Oh.
in one. There you
Oh
go.
wow, that's cool.
My creation, my storage creation instead of getting something sent from the US, which was very, very dear.
Oh, that's awesome. What a
Very
great
nice.
idea. Oh, good job, Pam. She's on day 9 without chocolate and soda.
Wow.
Fabulous.
Achievement.
Totally amazing.
Okie
I don't know if I could
dokies.
do that.
Yeah, right. I know. Me either. Hey, I want to actually show. Let me bring up this. And
Oh, those are so
yeah.
cute. And they're
Pretty.
spring
Oh,
colored.
gorgeous.
And there's spring colors.
Is
Yeah.
that better press?
Yeah. I just
These.
like I don't want to buy any of those because I know I would just at some point
Yeah.
decide that, well, buying the whole bundle was just save money, right?
Yep.
Except the
Well,
whole
I'm
bundle is
waiting.
like
It's a
spending.
lot. Yeah. I'm waiting
Well, I
until
mean,
they
it should
go
be.
on
It's
like
26 things.
yeah, but they'll go like 40 to 60% off in a matter of like 2 or 3 months, I'm guessing. So I'm waiting.
Mhm.
Um
I heard these are
we
really beautiful and it's hot foiled. So I haven't tried it yet. I've not tried any of the better press plates hot foiling, but something I want to try because I
Oh,
think
you
it
should
looks
do
really
them.
gorgeous. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try that next.
These are gorgeous. These are from Linda, by the way.
Very pretty.
So
You're
there
so talented.
she's made these set as a set for a silent auction. That's
Wow.
cool. What fundraiser or organization? Oh, look at this. Here's T's craft roulette card.
That's her circle bird. That's awesome.
Yeah. I can't believe you drew that by hand, T. Amazing.
Is that like
So
Zentangle tea?
so amazing. You all are so
Zentangle
talented.
looks neat. Has anyone actually done it?
Yes,
I've
I
always been
love it.
intrigued by the classes that they offer for adults or whatever I am. But they have them as part of like our community colleges continuing education stuff for continuing learning and all that. But it looks like it would be super relaxing.
It is. It's
Um,
fun.
yeah, well, T says that she doesn't know if it's Zentangle. She doesn't know the Zentangle rules. Are there rules?
Oh, well, there are certain, they do have patterns that you can follow, but it doesn't have to follow the patterns either. So we can call it Zentangle-esque.
Esque, yeah. Just add esque to everything. Linda says the silent auction is for a local food bank. Oh, that's so awesome that you're supporting your local food bank. T says I prefer neurographic, which I don't even know what that is.
Wow.
Do you all know?
Sounds like it's brain stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. But then T followed that up with doodly, so I don't know. Like, how do you follow up neurographic with doodly? I don't know. Doodly, I get. Okay, so we are about at the 2-hour mark. So I know that some of us are further along. It's not a race.
It's not a race.
But but I think it's probably a good time for us to maybe wrap up, and maybe we each can show what we worked on today, whether it's complete or not. Because in my mind, you never have to be done. So that's what I'm telling myself. Because one side of my art journal 2-page spread looks more done than the other side.
Yeah.
But I am totally cool with that. Okay, so since we are here, oh, well, I think Angela is kind of cleaning up. But Angela, do you want to show us your final projects and give us a nice close-up of them? And remind folks where they can find you on all of the socials as we wrap up here. And if you have anything coming up that you would like to promote, please take a moment and do so.
All right. Yes, I was tidying up, just putting things away. Sorry about that. So these are the two cards close up here. They look similar, but that's the whole theme of it. But the whole thing is, I hope you liked it. So I can be found on Angela Brennan Creations on my YouTube as well as my Instagram. I do post videos every 3 to 4 days, and most of my videos now will be Spellbinder Club Kits or Spellbinder Core Collection. I mean, that's all I've got time to do now because there's lots to do. So I do most of the club kits every month, and I enjoy doing them. So doing something like this is quite different. I haven't done this in a long time. I learned to do this from JC Gaspar. So I did the New Education Certified Program thing, AECP. Not sure it's the right term, acronym, but the acronym is AECP. But it's a certification program where you got to do 3 levels. And in one of that, I learned how to do mixed media because it's not the thing I do normally. And I did something like this. So that's where I picked that up, and it's not something I would have heard otherwise. So hopefully it's something fun that people can try.
Yeah, I mean, remind us again the technique. It was called.
It's trash polka tattoo. So it's a lot of reds, grays, and blacks. So I did it on craft because it's like skin color, but you don't have to do it in script. But that's the colors generally that's used. Google it, you will see some amazing body art on this. I mean, it must have taken hours to get them there because you got to the outline first. Because I've kind of looked into this. You go to the outline, let the outline settle, and then you color it. And the color only lasts for about 5 years. If you want to keep it up to date, you got to keep getting the color done. And it's
Oh my
not
Wow.
gosh.
it's
Really?
tattooing is really dear. Yeah, and people have loads of it on their calves, on their arms. There's one person who did it on their entire back. I mean, all of these, I don't know these people. I saw it on Google. So yeah, it was quite intriguing for me. So when I was looking into it, the boys were looking at my sons came and said, are you thinking of getting a tattoo? And I said, well, afraid of my needles. I would probably go on a general anesthesia to get a tattoo that big, to be honest. So yeah, it's an interesting technique. You can use, not you don't have to use, it's the colors that drive it. And the reason I did this because they're very quite abstract and geometric. So I did that's why I used the stencils. And they have a tattoo spray, and that's kind of why I used the airbrushing as well to kind of mimic that. So yeah, that's kind of what I tried to achieve in this. So Google it and see if it looks similar, basically. And yeah.
Very cool. Well, thanks for joining Anna. Anna says that she loves the trash polka technique and the class that you were referring
Thanks,
to at the Altenew Academy. So very cool. Hello, Miss Southern Belle. She's in the house, and she says, thank you again
Hello.
Jay, I guess this is for you for my pocket cards. Craft
She
by
does love
Jay,
a
you
card with
rock.
a pocket.
Very cool.
Well, it's
So
funny because I just got a new die that makes mini gusted pockets, so I'll have to use that on something, I'm sure.
nice. Well, thank you, Angela, for teaching us a new technique and showing us some new fun toys
So
that
beautiful.
one of us here on camera might be looking into after this stream wraps up. I won't say who. I don't want to out anybody, you know.
No
There's
names,
Angela's
Lynn.
channel on screen now. So she is Angela Brennan Creations. And so do pop on over. And if you are a Spellbinders fan, then you're in luck because Angela will be sharing a lot of Spellbinders and inspiration. So thank you so much. And everybody do pop on over and check out Angela's channel at some point. And Meg, I know you're still working on your third spread, but could you show us? Ooh, that was really pretty. That's gold.
We can
Is
start
that
with
gold?
that. Yeah. Gold and gold pen marker. And I just used that
Oh.
washi tape from, tell me again where
Oh,
it's from, Lynn.
High
High
Supply.
Supply?
High Supply. And it's gorgeous. And I just layered a bunch of the washi tape and I outlined most of it. There's another line going through here. I think I might
Oh, what
line
a
as
cool.
well. But
That's a cool effect. I like how you
yeah.
lined it. Wait, what did you use which collection did you use? Is that the wedding-ish
This,
one?
this is called, let me
Or
get
did
that.
you distress it to give it that color?
No, this is Silky Sakura. Here we go.
Oh yeah, that's the pretty like yeah. Yeah.
And it's got all the flowers in all the light colors.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
know,
that's gorgeous.
they're just really, really pretty ones. So.
So pretty.
But they went with the nice background I sprayed on it earlier, so I thought I would do that. And I like the gold with it. And then I did a Be Unique one that has a lot of different elements on it with that shimmery spray on my coffee filter.
Ooh. I love the coffee
And then,
filter.
yeah, isn't
Love the
that pretty?
butterfly.
And then the spread your wings.
Pretty.
You have to start out kind of simple when you're first starting, so that's my simple page.
Well, I think that well, that's a good point though. I like that you kind of gave yourself a little bit of a like a warm up like a warm up spread, you know? That's a good
Yeah.
idea. Just something
Maybe
that
just
like, you know, just get the
continue
creativity
playing.
flowing.
Yeah.
How fabulous. So I've got Meg's Instagram up on screen now. So she is meg.2241 on Instagram, which is where you can find a lot of her inspiration. And Meg does have a YouTube channel as well. So she'll be posting videos there soonish.
Soonish, I
And
hope.
yeah. Do you have anything that you'd like to promote that's coming up or already on your page that you'd like to let folks know about?
All upcoming. Can we talk about our class or no?
Sure.
Lynn came up with an excellent idea that I hope we run with, and we are going to do a coloring class with. We're going to start out with an image that I created and take you through step by step how to color. You are welcome to download the image as well and use it and color along with us. And I think it's going to be loads of fun. You'll learn some new well, I don't know about new techniques, but some great techniques that can help you out in your coloring and fun and new to us. And come join us, please. Flash
Yes, I'm
by
excited.
with a
Oh,
new
look at
thing.
that. Oh,
A
oh my
little
gosh.
sneak peek.
That was so fast. If you blinked, folks, you missed it. You're gonna have to come back and watch the replay. So I'm glad that we can talk about this. So yeah, Meg, I don't know that it was necessarily entirely my idea, but this all started with the World Card Making Day 12-hour live stream that I did last year, and I'll be doing it again this year. But the we did, as a final segment to that 12 hours, was coloring with Meg, and it was just me and Meg at night. Just
Late at
craft
night.
yeah, crafting our little hearts out and just coloring, really, because it was a really nice relaxing way to end the 12-hour stream. And so what Meg and I are looking to do is we're going to start offering coloring with Meg classes where Meg can teach us how to color. Now, if you've ever seen anything that Meg has shared out to her socials, you'll know that she is a very accomplished, beautiful colorist, despite what her
Aw.
high school teacher once told her. I
Yeah.
still remember that story. And so
Me
the
too.
first one is gonna be, we're working on it now. So hopefully they'll be available soon-ish. And the first one's gonna be free. So just to kind of get up and running and put the idea out there and see how it's received. Meg is not only a beautiful colorist, but she is a very talented artist and illustrator in her own right. So she has hand drawn an illustration that she's going to make available for everybody who wants to sign up for the class to download. And that way you can actually print it and, as Meg said, color along with us. And what we're going to do that's a little bit different from what maybe other coloring classes offer, this is sort of our little twist on it, is that Meg is going to teach us and show us the coloring techniques. She's going to be using Copic markers, and I am going to attempt to color along with Meg and learn in real time. And I'll be using my Ohuhu markers because I don't have quite a wide collection of Copics. So you'll have the benefit of Meg's expertise, and you'll have the benefit of my newbie questions. And if you're new to coloring, hopefully seeing someone else who's also, not the best at it. Meg always is very kind when she sees my coloring. She's always very complimentary. But I'm still very new to it and not nearly as accomplished as Meg is. So I still very much so consider myself a newbie at coloring. And so I'm really excited because I know I'm going to learn a lot, and I'm excited for everybody to let us know what they think about these classes, because we hope to do more of them in the future as well. I think it's a fun format of Meg and I hanging out together, and Meg teaching us, passing on her expert wisdom. So really, really excited. So that's coming up for us. We don't know when, but soonish. All right. So, oh, last but not least, Jay's back now. Yay!
Yeah.
Jay, did you still want to do the thing?
The thing. Oh, I still want to do the thing. Yeah. Do you want me
Okay.
to explain the thing, or do you want me to
Yeah.
walk through this stuff first? Oh, so the thing
Uh,
is, we're going.
yeah.
Well, I'll walk through this
Explain the
first,
thing.
and then we'll explain the thing. But
Okay,
these
sounds
were
good.
the uh, art pages that I did today. I had this is Kitsch Flamingo and Peacock Feathers Distress, not the non-oxide sprays for most of this. So I had these pieces left over from another challenge. So I sprayed them and then basically did this cat trying to get into a goblet of fish. And that was the first one. And then I used a cut apart from this bunny paper from Paper Rose and these tags that I had also sprayed with the same stuff. And then I did sort of like an oxide sort of just haphazardly stamped background because I wound up having bleed through from this. And I was like, well, I need to cover it up with more
Oh.
distressing. So it worked out pretty well. And then this is just almost villainous poison, but not quite. Mica spray that, yeah, now you can see how shimmery that is. And then this was also a black and white paper, and this is peacock feathers. So this is like purple and blue. And then these are some ephemera bits from Paper Rose. And then this is the last one I did. I just did I did the bunny from the bunny die set, and then these are from Paper Rose, and this is paper you can't buy anymore from Cat Scrappiness, but there's probably something you can buy that's like similar because I think there's some new spring paper out. And then I just did a little sunray with some layer paste. But I feel like, and I should say, his shirt is actually sprayed. So I figured I just sort of like carry through this whole like sprayed thing idea. So anyway, that's
How
that.
fun. I love it. The slow crafters does love that bunny. Absolutely.
He is cute. Or she. I mean, you have
Oh,
like it comes with extra pieces to do other things. If you wanted to have like the bunny wearing a little headscarf or whatnot.
and then do you want to tell folks about the thing?
Yeah, so I was thinking it would be fun to give away at least one card today. So I grabbed a couple that whoever wins can choose from, but we're going to do the normal hashtag giveaway thing. I forget which hashtag we picked, but Lynn remembers probably.
Craft by Jay.
But there you go. So the winner, unless we pick multiple, can pick either the card from today's hop, the card from the black and white challenge, or just one of these what a friend card that has this absolutely awesome floral paper.
Oh, very nice.
Very cool. So, folks, all you need to do to be in for a chance to win a card from Jay is just put in the live chat from wherever you're watching hashtag craft by Jay, just like how you see it on screen. And we'll give you a few moments to get your entries in. But while you're typing that in, or just copy paste, whatever is easiest. T did share this, which I thought was kind of cool. Let's see.
Whoa.
Look. So this is an example of neurographic art. It kind of reminds me of your spread, Jay, because you got the circles.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. It's got like little doodlies.
It's words. Wait, there's words. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is so cool.
Whoa.
I
cool.
can't read them. I need to zoom in more, but I can't. This is the max it's zoomed in. So very cool. T, that's awesome.
That's beautiful, T.
You can't write that.
I remember when you made that. That was a while ago. Art
do you?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. Very, very awesome. Okay, so do we have I see 9 entries in so far. So thanks so much, Jay, for offering
Yes,
um
how sweet.
a card. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm gonna pick you're gonna tell me how many winners to pick, but let me go ahead and pick the first one to get us started. All right. So let's see. Oh, I have a weird. What's going on? Does everybody see this weird thing here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think everybody can see the giveaway tool, right? All right.
Yep.
Let's draw our first winner. Draw. Okay. Somebody give me a drum roll, please. Thank you. Paper cat cards. Congrats, Nan. You have won a card from Jay. And let's
Yay!
see. So, winners, if you could please fill out this giveaway entry. Oh no, that's the wrong link. Ignore that link. That's not the right link, folks. Copy, paste the line above it. Here we go, folks. So, Nan, if you can fill out this form to claim your prize, that would be wonderful. It's basically just going to ask you your name, your address, so that Jay knows where to send it, and just let us know it was from Crafty Fun with Friends episode 49. That helps me to track what it is that you actually won. And so, congrats! Thanks for hanging with us today. And let us know which card that it is that you want. So hold on, Jay, could you maybe tell Nan the options again so that she can put it in the prize claim form?
Yep. So we have thank you. And this was this one actually has a cute little message on the inside too. But you can just call this one thank you. Think happy thoughts is very pearlescent if you're into that kind of thing. And that or what a friend is the floral one.
Okay, so I
Just drop that
think
in the
She
form.
says the floral.
okay. She
Okay.
says the floral one. Do you want to like pencil it in for her so that
Yep.
or set it aside? Jay, did you want me to pick somebody else, or are we good?
Yeah,
You
pick
want me to
one
draw
more. Why not?
one more?
It's
Okay.
always fun to. I like giving things away, so it's always kind of fun to do
how
that.
sweet.
That's so awesome of you. Okay, we're gonna draw
Yay!
again. Drum roll, please. I like my drum section. Yay,
Yay.
Gaz! Congrats, Gaz.
Yay, guys!
You have won a card from Jay. So here, the link's still on the screen, but I'm gonna put it again in chat. Okay. So then your options, guys, are down to thank you, I think, and the think happy thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, think happy thoughts.
Yeah. No. So yeah, either of these. I do have more of the floral one too because it was part of a sheet load. So if you're
Sheet load.
absolutely a floral person, feel free to do that if you really want it. Either way,
All right, perfect. So
my
guys,
mother didn't do all of them.
you didn't. Okay, so Gaz says that he would like to have the happy thoughts.
Okay. If you want to see how I made it, there's a video up. Just saying.
That was our Get Messy hop. So if you want
Yeah.
even more inspiration, folks, for other ways to get messy, it wasn't necessarily art journaling, but neither was today. It was just about playing with our media supplies. I'm glad that everybody had an opportunity to kind of bring out some of their craft supplies, some of their tools, and I am so excited by everything that everybody has made. Jay, can you put yours back on screen just so that
Oh,
everyone can
sure.
see what you made
I
as
really like
well?
the bunny.
Yeah, super cute. Um, so thanks everybody for hanging with us for Crafty Fun with Friends 49. And we'll be back next week for another episode. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you get messy and share your makes with us in the Crafty Fun with Friends Facebook group. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful
Thank you
weekend.
all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.